Oh joy.
Man, look at the medic Osprey in robot form. That is a little funny looking. I have no idea how I'm gonna be
Yeah,
putting
it's
this
got a
up for
little
YouTube.
excess over there, doesn't it?
It's weird. Weird.
Well endowed.
Dang it, Steve! Get your mind out of the gutter.
Dude,
and make sure to
43
pause.
for the last game. Hush it.
And make sure to pause at 20 seconds.
Yeah, dude, I've already been paused before you even said it.
All right,
man.
you know what? It's time to go, Steve.
Well, then let's go and let's do this. So here we go, guys. This is it. This is what you've been waiting for. Game 2 of the finals of the best of 3 of the AirMech Full Force 3v3 Carbon sponsored tournament, presented by Grizzly Wing, organized by RUI. Casted right now by RUI and Steve. We are on game 2 of the finals. Right now, MeMo is up 1-0. Up in the top left corner of this map, Chasm, we have Festive Present 3, consisting of Boomhower in his Liberty Paladin, Valinor in his Steampunk Osprey, and there he is, WayWay, once again in his Apache Helix. They're going up against Team MeMo in the bottom right-hand corner. Team MeMo consists of Turkleton playing in the Helix, NuclearPizza flying in the Recon Angel?
That is the shark.
Shark
actually.
Angel. I couldn't see, the Osprey was too far on top of it. NuclearPizza in the Shark Angel. We get to see Angel play once again. And Polarbearz in that Medic Osprey. 3-on-3 action. Chasm for the map. Big focus on the middle. 2 bridges along each of the outer lanes. Top lane, bottom safe lane. Core through the middle. Anything that you want to spectate, man, before we anything you want to speculate before we get this match going.
Yeah, Chasm is really turtly, and I hope it doesn't happen just like the last game.
Amen, brother, amen. I'm sure all of our viewers are thinking the exact same thing. So here you go, guys. You, as our viewers, you guys need to show your love and support right here, right now, because this could very well be the final game. Do you love Festive Present 3? Do you want them to get yet another set of Tournament Cup trophies? Make your names green. You want to see MeMo get their first Tournament Cups ever? Make your name blue. Either way, you should be green or blue at this point. There should be no other choices. You should pick a team now. Cheer them on.
I think this is the first game that I haven't seen a Carbon team.
The other one, I think, I don't know.
Anyway, either way,
it's all a blur after that last game, man.
Speaking
it feels like
of
we've been
blur,
doing this for 3 days straight.
Speaking of blur, let's start that blur, Steve. In 3, 2,
bring it.
1, go. And now we will start the, we will see the each team's pregame. I don't know. I'm a little delirious, but yeah, we will see each team's pregame open, and it does look pretty standard. No money. Oh my God! Festive Present 3 is going with a no money maker opening. That's very interesting.
Full force. It looks like they're going to try to almost cheese it. I think they're just going full.
Well, they're going straight to mid.
Right,
they really want mid.
They really want mid with that many Mortys coming out. Not even sparing a single dime.
Wow!
For anything, including moneymakers, and just all those Mortys keep coming in, keeping those bulbs alive, keeping them up on there. All those tanks. I don't think that unless that's their plan, is to get it to a certain point and then they're just going to try to stalemate it out for 40 minutes. Right now it looks like that they are going out for blood. They know they're down a game. They know they need to do something to turn this around. They picked Chasm, and it seems like they picked it for a reason, and they are showing us just why you should not ignore them and why they have as many tournament cups as they do.
It was a very, very cool strategy going straight for mid without moneymakers, but they need to make their move hard now because it is past the 47-second mark. Then that is the time that moneymakers actually take to pay themselves back. Well, it probably is around double now because of half price. But either way, you know, they got to start with more credits because of you know, lack of spending money on moneymakers. But let's see how they're actually able to use that. They haven't been able to grab mid. Will they start to build moneymakers now, or will they continue to push their advantage that they have in mid? Boomhower getting chased, but will be able to get back to the mid before they get killed. One moneymaker down. No, 3.
I'm thinking they might think about pushing their advantage on there. Boomhower did a complete scout over the main fortress and the upper outpost, realizing that basically there are no defenses everywhere. Everything of MeMo is devoted to this middle push. If they were actually to go ahead and rather than worrying about fortifying, I mean, really, because everything in MeMo is concentrated here, if they actually pushed out onto the main base or something like that, they could at least do some damage. I don't know how much they could really do, but that outpost running out of energy, Boomhower almost going down just because there wasn't enough energy. Polarbearz doing scouts of his own. What is going to happen here? I don't know. A lot more green dots. I mean, it looks like more green dots than blue dots, but according to the unit upkeep, it's equal.
Bottom, Polarbearz is storing a couple of secret Mortys. I don't know what else he's going to plan on storing. Because of collisions, one actually fell into the chasm and died, weirdly enough. But yeah, we do have a pretty normal chasm fight at this point. Moneymakers have gone down for the green team, so that was actually really, really great open. They were able to take mid, hold it really well, forced MeMo to pull back, and now do have their Moneymakers down out on the field and have bunkered creeps in every single bunker, except for one on the top. Oh, but man, look at all this infantry. A lot of Mortys on the bottom. It needs to be responded to right now. Now they are coming, but this will... Oh, man, this is going to clearly go to MeMo.
But there goes the derpy AI.
Oh, God, the creeps.
Half of them walk away before they walk in.
And 3! Oh, man, that is just depressing.
That was the perfect push from MeMo, but because of the derpy creep AI
and Polarbearz dropping the ellipses.
Well-deserved dot. I mean, that's perfect deserved ... because that was theirs.
That was ridiculous. That should have been MeMo's. That should have been MeMo's, just like Anger pushing up to the top in that one game. I don't remember who they were playing against, but yeah, they weren't able to push the top outpost on Wrath or Thar or whatever that was. MeMo wasn't able to take that bottom outpost, and yeah, it's just kind of all due to how everything behaves here in AirMech. But now we do have Boomhower and Valinor attacking the top. This might actually go. Oh no, Polarbearz with some bombs. This will probably, and once again the creeps walk away. And we do have every single. Oh well, they are able to take it under the control. What do they have to drop?
Get it, though.
Oh man, it does look like they're going to be able to secure this outpost. Oh man, I think we're going to be going to a game 3, Steve. If Polarbearz says they're
huge launching platform, it just I just feel. I mean. It shouldn't sound like I'm playing favorites or something. I'm just saying, in general, I feel bad for MeMo because they should have had that bottom outpost.
Yeah.
And because of the creep AI, it cost them for something that wasn't their fault.
And, Polarbearz, he said, oh yeah, the creeps don't go wrong for you, because they were able to take it at the top there. Yeah, a lot of the Mortys did go in a lot faster, much faster, actually, than they did for the bottom, and that's just a little ridiculous. I don't know why that happened, to be honest, and at this point, it's going to be one of those normal, slow, really high-level games where, one team has a lot more outposts, a lot more income, a lot more advantage, and they will just eventually be able to whittle away at the unit cluster that MeMo has here at the mid.
But MeMo is just doing massive bombing runs. Unfortunately, Polarbearz missed with all 3 of the bombs.
It went into the chasm. Oh, man. And because it was a 3D game. Yeah, because it's a 3D game, they actually went into the chasm. And a few more do just now. Oh, man.
He's not dropping them in the right spot, and that I'm very surprised on from Polar. He's normally fantastic with bombing. I'm really surprised that he's missing that bombing run multiple times. But, either way, I mean, what I've noticed is it seems like the creeps used to respond and get updated on the commands faster. I think they slowed down the amount of time.
Yeah, I think everyone has actually been complaining about that recently.
And I think it's like, it almost seems like it's like 2 seconds per tick, so that could be why some people it's a better advantage, because if the AI was just updated, then it needs to wait 2 more seconds before it's updated again.
A complete team wipe on the green team. MeMo has been able to kill every single player on Festive Present 3, so they're probably going to be able to clean up a little bit here at the mid.
Buybacks.
Yeah.
Spending that credit, trying to get back in the game, thereby again, as I said, making death not as critical as what it should technically potentially be. It kept all of MeMo out of the game for like 15 seconds flat, and instead, in 5 seconds, they were all back in there.
Boomhower checking on that top outpost. There is a lunchbox on it to be able to hold it for a little while, and they even do have bunkered Mortys. 99 to 66 in favor of Festive Present 3. Yeah, if I were MeMo right now, I'd be feeling absolutely enraged because of, the way that the infantry worked on the bottom, or the way that they didn't work on the bottom, I would say. Oh, NuclearPizza getting killed by WayWay. Helix, the anti-angel. But yeah, the way that the infantry didn't work on that bottom, and the way that they did work at the top in favor of Festive Present 3 both times, that's crazy. Carbon really needs to address this for sure, ASAP.
Yeah, because that is most likely is going to cost them this entire game and force it into a game 3. And yeah, I mean, it wasn't their fault at all. It happened to be that Festive Present had a better timing as far as how long it was before the next creep AI was updated.
Right.
And it was either a matter of luck or excessive skill on the part of Festive Present 3 to have it that perfectly timed out that as soon as the base turned neutral was essentially the same time that the creep updates were to happen.
That's
and
kind of impossible.
You have to wonder that with these pro kind of players, they could very well be timing that out like that too.
Yeah, that's impossible though. I'm gonna declare that right now. That's impossible. That's not gonna happen. Oh man. At this point, it's 58 to 98. Yeah, MeMo's units getting thinned out. A lot of them dying. A lot of the MeMo players dying. And Festive Present 3 just slowly moving the artillery up.
Now, hopefully, Festive Present 3 realizes that most likely there's a good chance of a game 3 here, and they're not going to stretch this one out for the 45 to 50 minutes that they initially were saying.
Yeah, let's not have that happen. Polarbearz with his booster, Osprey might still be able to bomb down. He's just doing nothing but bombing runs at level 6 with boosters. It's probably level 3 carry. Yes, only level 2 carry, but he can carry 4 bombs, which is the max. They're actually being pushed back, so Festive Present 3 pulling back just a little bit. MeMo holding the line, actually pushing, moving, advancing just a little bit. But yeah, this top right outpost.
Trying to do what they can with the situation, but it's a rough situation right now that they're in.
And WayWay extending Festive Present 3's economy, stocking both generators and moneymakers. And so at this point, yeah, I mean, it's just, yes, they did get pushed back, but they have plenty of credits, plenty of upkeep to actually support this fight continue and push MeMo back, respectively.
And we've got 3 berthas on one side, and I only see 2 berthas firing back, so just from a sheer amount of artillery shells flying in, Festive Present 3 is at a clear advantage from the artillery shells. But there it is, our friend, the Grinder, back out on the battlefield to do its thing. Is MeMo able to completely turn this around just by using grinders? This seems to be the anti-everything unit.
They did have to pull back. Oh man.
Up base drops, Brutes and Mortys on the base itself.
I'm too delirious to see that, man. But right now, I mean, they have that top outpost under their control. They could really use it to their advantage. I'm sorry, what's so funny?
The Morty's shooting on the moneymaker, and he's just like, he's right there. It was actually a funny sight because he was so close to it. I'm sorry.
I think you're a little tired, Steve. But Grinders doing work on goalies here at the mid, and WayWay able to save it. But will he be able to save the Longhorn as well? No, the Longhorn does go down, and Polarbearz is able to snatch up that Grinder before it actually gets finished off.
One of the few advantages that MeMo has is the fact that this station that they have is not just a regular outpost, but being the power station.
Yeah, at least they have the unit
to recharge the energy, so they can keep filling and repairing the units much faster than, and technically in a way than Festive Present 3 can, because that outpost, standard outpost, just doesn't have the same capabilities. So it gives them a slight advantage here, but I don't know. We're still looking at 2 berthas out on the field here. We're looking at 1, 2, 3 berthas and 2 Archies. I'm sorry, 4 berthas now.
Thanks for counting for me, Steve.
No problem.
I don't have to think anymore. That's awesome.
When have you ever thought?
Ouch, ouch. Well, right now I think that we might be in for another long game, so you better brace yourself.
I don't know, because I mean, Festive Present 3 has had that top right factory that they could have easily done a lot with. Oh wait, well, I see someone with the Devastator in their queue. Yep,
that would be
we have a Devastator in the queue, ready to be deployed. I don't know, I seem so focused on trying to worry about this bottom power station, and meanwhile this base is completely undefended, and you know that your opponent has invested so much of their units and resources and unit cap and everything into trying to defend that bottom station. To me, I would just, for a distraction, I would push like 5, 6, 7, 8 tanks, just like Longhorns, from that top right factory to the main base just to serve as a distraction, so that way you could kind of have a free hand and trying to clear out everything else.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know anymore, Steve. It's just, I don't know about speculating at this point. There's, what I do know is there is a Devastator getting... Oh, it was saved, though. It's a little hilarious how that...
I thought it was going to get pushed off the cliff and just get destroyed that way. That was going to be so awesome to watch.
That would have been hilarious. It's a little funny to see that a mech that appears that it's smaller than the Devastator actually can pick it up. Boomhower with a single Longhorn harassing over here, actually able to kill 2 socket units and being responded to by 2 mechs. Turk is all by himself fighting over here. MeMo has lost his bottom power station, and Boomhower will now go down. And at this point, NuclearPizza and Turkleton, well, and Polarbearz, Team MeMo.
There goes some creeps in.
And that is it. MeMo is now starting to be dominated.
Down to imminent danger, but I don't see them holding it on long enough yet to actually get it to imminent danger. Yeah.
Either way, they're still going to have a unit advantage in this area. Yeah. Now, I mean, there's units being sent left and right by this green team.
But they pushed out. Check it out. They pushed out the Sonyas and the Ratchets.
And the Ratchets. Yeah, I've never seen a Ratchet Sonya push
there
before.
There we go. Base attack with Sonyas and Ratchets. You now, folks, have seen everything today. I mean, there's nothing now you have not seen anymore.
Devastators.
You base attack with that. Unless they were just hoping it was green dots and it would just serve as a distraction just to give them extra time to secure that last and final outpost.
Possibly. I mean, I don't really think they really needed it, to be quite honest. I think they were just strays that were a result of the mass T-push. They just all went to the fort because that was the only non-enemy controlled building left, or non-friendly controlled building left. So at this point, though, it's just a matter of time. MeMo got pushed back all the way, and now we do have the death push coming in. 2 Devastators, 2 goalies, a bunch of Seekers, even a Bertha firing in.
With domination.
With domination.
We are going on to a game 3.
We are going to a game 3, and wow.
And are the creeps going to do all the killing? Would that be funny? The creeps kill the base before the big Devastators even get there. So their big tanks are going, and yep, the little creeps with their little laser pistols are enough. Actually, are the tanks going to get... Oh, there we go. Finally, they get off a shot.
And there you go. That is it.
Blue skull drop.
Nice, Steve. Nice. I just got a useless part. But Valinor, Boomhower, and WayWay, Team Festive Present 3, able to tie up this series and force it to a game 3. So, guys, stay tuned for the very last game in the AirMech Full Force Tournament.